Welcome back. Now I would request our principal, Professor Tuteja, to please welcome Professor Mainango and Professor Emil Rar with a memento.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable guests present on the dais. Professor Ravi Tuteja, Principal of ANDC College, Dr. R.D. Singh, Mr. Sudhir Sharmaji, and Professor Vimal Rar, who is from Guru Angad Dev Khalsa Center for Guru Angad Dev Khalsa Center for Teaching Learning Resources, and dear participants. It is indeed a pleasure to come over here to meet all of you who have joined as a training program in sericulture. So silk, we all know, it always fascinates us. And those who are from South India, they know much better that what is the value of silk. And not only from South India, but other parts of India where the tussar is produced, Eris silk is produced, in Bengal also. So there are so many places in India where the silk is produced. And here, as teachers of University of Delhi, we always think that our students should be the best. We get the best of the lot, we are the best university, and our students, when they move out, they should do best in their life. And with the onset of this new education policy, it is again imperative that we have to comply with all the regulations of the National Education Policy and UGCF curriculum of University of Delhi. And one very important thing, इसको हटा सकते हैं, मेरी आवाज़ पीछे तक आएगी. And one very important thing is, with the national, national policy, education policy, it is very important that our students should have the skills that they become employable. If they don't become employable, then the use of the education is defeated. The purpose of education is defeated. So, while making the undergraduate curriculum framework, university thought of it and added compulsory skill enhancement courses. So now the students can do the skill enhancement courses during 3 years. Each semester they can choose one skill enhancement courses, and if they are more interested in something else, they can even choose 2, because they can earn more credits as expected. More than 22 credits they can earn, 4 credits per semester. So if the student is good enough that may like to go in for more skill enhancement courses, so it is possible that the student can choose from other courses also. And in the 3rd semester again, there is a provision for internship, apprenticeship. So these skill enhancement courses will also be helpful for him to join an industry while studying in the university. So that is also very important for a student. Now, what is important for us? We as mentors, right now, for years together, we are teaching only the academic subjects. It's not that we don't have skills which are market oriented, which can make our students job ready, but I think we never thought of it. So when I was making the skill enhancement courses, so first it was a very bumpy ride. It was not a smooth ride, because initially also we had skill enhancement courses in our different academic courses, and they're more towards the academics only, less towards the skill. So I took those courses all from different departments. Give me the skill enhancement courses, give me the skill enhancement courses. I took that to the Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor of University of Delhi. And we are very fortunate to have a Vice Chancellor who is very dynamic and also from a field, computer science field, and he knows a lot about the skills and other things. He said, no, these are not skills. My first paper was on some microbiology, and then the next was reading Delhi through archives. So it was like that. So some history papers, some sociology papers. So that was the time when I got an insight that we have to really work on the skill. So I expanded my committee, and in my committee there were several individuals who are outside, several persons who are from outside Delhi, outside Delhi University. They are basically from the industry background. So they also suggested, and then वो होता है ना कि कहीं से भी जो मिला वो ले लिया. तो मुझे कुछ चीजें याद थी कि Sericulture was a course which was being run by ANDC department. So they must be having the expertise for it. So I just called upon Professor Ravi Tuteja, ki can we have a course on Sericulture? He said, why not? We have some infrastructure also, and he was ready to propose the course. He proposed the course. I took the course to the vetting committee, and it was absolutely fine. It was passed also. Similarly, there were other courses which were proposed by the departments after their usual courses were rejected. Like in zoology, there is another course on aquaculture. We already did that FDP also of the aquaculture. So aquaculture is also, it includes so many courses, 6 different courses, and all courses are like, if the student learn at least 1 or 2, then can become an entrepreneur. Maybe a student who is working in a town or who is staying in a big city can go and open an aquarium shop, or can go and provide the aquarium services to different students, to different persons, and earn his living. So all these things are very important, that while studying also, they should learn a skill by which either they can get a job, they are job ready for the job market, or they can be entrepreneurs. And to supplement this, there are courses like patenting, there are courses like entrepreneurship, how to establish a company, how to run a company, then courses related with finance. There are other courses which are related with the computer science and all. But all these courses are not subject specific. What I think is, that is the best part of it. Even a student studying Sanskrit honors or Hindi honors or maybe commerce can get themselves involved in sericulture or in aquaculture or some other courses like this only. Recently, we have floated several courses on floriculture, hydroponics. So these are not subject-specific courses. You can always tell your students that even if there are no prerequisites also for that. Even if you have not studied a particular subject, say biology or chemistry or physics, or you are from social sciences, still you can get yourself enrolled if you have the interest. So that is one part of it. But the second part is, as we were discussing with Dr. R.D. Singh today also, he said that the students in Delhi University, they are coming from different localities, different areas, different states. So we get students from the urban areas, we get students from semi-urban areas, we get students from rural areas also. So all these students, they are coming from a background. And just seeing their background, if we can tell a student that it is possible that if you learn this course, then you can be advantage to your society also. If a person is coming from a rural area or coming from southern region or coming from this Odisha region or Ranchi or Jharkhand or Chhattisgarh, so you can propose several kinds of courses to that person. What happens is, Our students, they study at their place, they earn good marks, and then they come over here. And after doing graduation, maybe there are many students who opt for petty jobs in Delhi. They don't get very good jobs in Delhi. But on their backside, when you see their background, they have land, they have resources, but they don't want to go back. Because growing wheat or sugarcane or regular crops doesn't fetch them that kind of livelihood which they require. But if we go in for such kind of courses and the student is trained into that, then definitely sometimes or the other he can even think of that, yes, I can go back, establish this kind of industry. And you have also included internships, apprenticeship, etc. During your UGCF curriculum. So complementing with that, even the entrepreneurship, how to open a company, how to run a company, how to write accounts. So all these things when clubbed together for a student will make a student to think that he can be an entrepreneur, because he has the necessary skills. And once he earns the necessary skills, he or she, whatever, earns the necessary skills from University of Delhi, has a certificate of University of Delhi, it is easy to get the loans also. So whole ecosystem we have to make. So this is not just one thing that learn sericulture and everything is over. No. We have to make the whole ecosystem for that. The student should have exposure of the industry also, should be good also in their skills, should be motivated also. Yes, I can use my own resources in my house and produce such kind of things. Like we have brought a course, lac processing. Lac is not produced here. It is produced in areas like Ranchi and Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar. So tribal regions, there is lac. And lac is like an ATM for them. It is produced by an insect, but the insect is present on a particular type of tree. And when the lac is produced over there, and a farmer or the tribal person who is living near that jungle or near that field, he can just pluck it, sell it in the market, get some 500 to 900 rupees a kg. So it's just like an ATM. But it is not so only. It's not only an ATM. It is a gold mine, and which our tribal student or the tribal area person doesn't know about it. Because it is a mixture of 100 chemicals, and one such chemical is alluric acid, which is 100 ml, 35,000 rupees. If you can extract it from black, and then it is a chemical which is the base chemical for perfumery industry. If we can teach our students who are coming from these tribal areas, they can go back and do that extraction unit. Then there is dye, natural dye. You must be remembering, alta lagate the na pehle log. So that is a lac product. So lac is not only for sealing or for making bangles or for making jewelry. It is a gold mine of chemicals. Then it has wax also. You must have seen a wax coated on apples and pears to give them more shelf life and everything. So, but that is the chemical wax. Now there is wax in the lac also, which is edible wax. So that wax can also be extracted, can be supplied to the merchants who coat their fruits with the wax, and we have a natural wax which goes in our stomach. It is not going to harm us instead of that chemical wax. So such kind of things, if we can teach our students, so that will be really great. And just before that, since maybe you all maybe from the zoology background, so zoology or botany or life sciences background, we started with the first, this year we started with our first FDP in aquaculture. So that aquaculture is also very, very good. If you don't have a bigger space even, then also that aquaculture is feasible. We get students from Bengal region, from South region, where Bihar region, where the fish is the main product in the food. And one of the faculty in University of Delhi has done a lot of research on fish, and now it is the time to bring that research to the field. Let our students learn the technique, how to produce good food for the fish, how to manage the diseases, how to produce fish, and fish through the latest techniques, where 1 kg of water can give you 1 liter of water can give you 1 kg of fish. So if you have a tank of 1000 liters of water, you can get 1000 kgs of fish. So that kind of techniques we want our students to learn. But the only thing is to implement it in letter and spirit. We require the motivation of our teachers. We get students who are just 18 or 19 years old. There may be some students who know exactly their focus, what they have to do, but there may be some who don't know what exactly they have to do. And maybe to show them the right path, at least that you should have some skills of your choice, of something which can get you a job, something which can make you employable. And it was really very bad. I never wanted to mention that when one of the teacher committed suicide in Hindu college. And that made me to think, can't we give that much of skill to our students, or our teachers are not that much skilled, that if they don't have a job, or somehow if the college is closed, can't they earn their living? So that is a thing which we have to see, which we have to introspect, that what exactly our students want from us. And another important thing is, at home we are dealing with just one generation of our children. But in the college, we are dealing with at least 30 generations. 30 साल तक काम करेंगे, 35 साल तक काम करेंगे, तो we are dealing with 30 generations. So we are responsible for this society, that this society should be a holistic personality. They are the youth who can contribute to the growth of the nation, who can contribute towards the economy of the nation. And we are the ones who can show them the right path. So that's why these all exercise of faculty development and other exercises which the university is planning to do with you. So that is the only reason that you learn a bit more and train your students. But it is not only that. I'll take just 2 more minutes. What happens is, when we give something to somebody, कि आप इसको समझ लो, इसको पढ़ लो, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा कर लो, तो उसको लगता है मुझे क्या फायदा होगा. सबसे पहले तो ये लगता है ना कि मुझे क्या फायदा हो रहा है, बाद में मैं दूसरों को देखूंगा. तो अब अपने फायदे की बात पे भी आते हैं. एफडीपीज करोगे तो ऑब्वियसली पॉइंट्स के लिए तो कैलकुलेट होगा ही, पर वो बहुत छोटा फायदा है. और उससे बड़ा फायदा क्या है कि जो इंसाइट हम अपने स्टूडेंट्स को देना चाहते हैं, स्टार्टअप की इंसाइट, यूनिकॉर्न कंपनीज बनाने की इंसाइट, एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने की इंसाइट, दैट वी कैन इम्प्लीमेंट एट आवर लेवल आल्सो. University has given you a complete freedom to make your own company and start your own enterprise. You have trained students, involve them, make your own company, start your enterprise. Those who have already crossed a particular limit of some years and are associate professors can even get 3 years sabbatical leave also to make a company. And university has also made Udmoday Foundation, that is a Section 8 company which can even support your idea. There are so many other government organizations which can support your idea. And you have the caliber, you have the necessary qualification to make your own company. So this kind of ecosystem, it is our responsibility to develop in the university. And let's do it for ourselves also, let's do it for our students also. And thank you very much, and my heartiest congratulations to the college. to the whole of the team who have organized this, and I hope that this is going to be very, very useful for the future endeavors. Thank you.
So that was Professor Payal Mago, Chairperson, Skill Enhancement Courses Committee from the University of Delhi. Ma'am, we are very fortunate to have you with us. And now I would like to request Professor Vimal Rar, Project Head and Joint Director, Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, to please address the audience.
Good evening, everyone. Very respected Professor Yogesh Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Delhi in absentia. Also in absentia, the other core team of University of Delhi, Professor Reena Chakrabarti, Professor Sudeshna Majumdar, Professor Ganesh Jha, Principal ARST College. From my own GAT TLC, Professor A.K. Bakshi, Professor Jaswinder Singh. And perhaps very distinguished personality sitting on the dais, Professor Payal Mago ma'am, Chairperson of Skill Enhancement Courses Committee. Distinguished resource persons, Dr. R.D. Singh, Mr. Sudhir Sharma sir, Professor Ravi Tuteja sir, Principal of this esteemed institution of Delhi University. Coordinators, Professor Seema Makhija, Professor Pooja Bhagat, Professor Geetu Gambhir, Mr. Sanjay Vora, entire organizing team, non-teaching staff, and most importantly, all my colleagues who have joined in this one-week faculty development program. Congratulations to all of you. You have given your lives 1 week for the learning which you will cherish throughout. And these are actually the stepping stones. Every teacher should continue learning till the last breath, I will say. So there is no retirement or anything coming in between. And that is the spirit with which Guru Angad Dev Teaching Learning Center, a center of Ministry of Education at Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Khalsa College, University of Delhi, is a center by the teachers and for the teachers where we identify what all are the areas where we have to learn. We have to empower ourselves for becoming better teachers. To enhance the quality of education system, and that in the changing scenario, very rightly said by Professor Payal Mago ma'am, I think she has given an entire overview on the skill component. So very briefly, I would like to mention that when we are now going towards embracement of NEP 2020, where Delhi University has taken the lead, knowledge only will not work. So that's where if you see the skill-based courses, and the skill-based courses, as rightly mentioned by ma'am, that they have to be making our students entrepreneurs. And more important than that, I think we have to instill confidence in them. And that confidence that yes, you can do irrespective of any job if you get or not, only when we ourselves become role models for them. So my humble request that all of you are very young in your starting age of career in Delhi University. Apart from your teaching responsibility, see where your passion is, where you can nurture it, and try to provide the opportunities to your other fellow colleagues and to your students. You can open now your own venture, and we have the appropriate environment. Maybe perhaps when I joined it was not there. So when we talk about that as teachers, where all we have to improve ourselves, it has to be definitely in your domain knowledge, the new upcoming skills where you see that this is the area where you can quickly learn and you have the inclination, try to learn all those skills. But then skills is not only about learning. You have to practice, and the same I will request you to be conveying to your students also, that the more they practice, they can learn these skills better. And very one simple example I think you all can relate. Driving is a skill, isn't it? So when we were in our initial years of learning driving, were we so comfortable? No. Maybe after 20 years I can say yes. So out of a scale of 3, at that stage I was at 1, but now I am at 2, not yet at 3, because I can still not do the hill drive. एक तरफ खाई आ गई, एक तरफ पहाड़ है, and then कोई आगे से गाड़ी आ गई, so I will not be able to manage. So every skill will have the level of competencies, and that you as a group, I will request that any skill course you look for how the assessments can be done for your student, because the assessment for skill have to be different as compared to the assessments that we do for the knowledge based paper. It cannot be just a 1 hour or a 2 hour paper where the rote learning happens. They may be getting 90%, but then that degree is of no use. And now we have the times where if you look globally, the degrees are losing their relevance, the skills are getting more importance. So very right step where I will like to congratulate University of Delhi team, leadership of Professor Payal Mago ma'am, where all the, I think more than 120 skill courses have been introduced, and thanks ma'am for choosing GADTLC to be a partner where we can empower our teachers to transact them in their classrooms. So many online courses we had done, but they were more of the computer related thing where the screen share could done. But this year we are now doing aquaculture, physics, how we can design these circuit boards and all. Currently 5 FDPs are happening 1-to-1 in Hisar Agriculture University, and this also on Seri. And for this specially I will like to compliment Ravi Tuteja sir. Not only designing, I think this sort is a lesson to all of us that it's not that just we design something and leave it. You own it and then you handhold it so that the entire next generation can take it further. So thank you sir for your entire contribution to this team. And all of you, dear colleagues, I think the learning, not only in the skill, knowledge, technology is also now playing very important roles. With the changing times, now the roles, how you can embrace the technology, and your teaching learning pedagogies have to be innovative. The flipped classroom model, the blended, hybrid and all, the details of these, not simply knowing these terms, but how they can really do the qualitative improvement in your classroom teaching as well as assessment is something that you have to be keeping on continuous learning, and that's slightly an area of expertise which our team in e-learning, blended learning, MOOCs and e-content design that we are doing. So what I will say is welcome to the team of GADTLC, and it's always good to have more and more teachers in our team where we keep on looking at how we can learn more and more. How the policy formulations are happening, what changes are happening, we try to make our fellow colleagues aware about these, and then how to make it a better implementable model. Not only for University of Delhi, but I think University of Delhi through these courses can also give lead and help to other institutions across the country. And my personal request to all those who are interested in teachers training. Now in this changing scenario, there is so much which is changing in school education system also. You must be reading in your newspaper also. Entire assessment parameters are changing. The type of questions which are being set, they are more competency based, case study type of questions. So if you want to prepare on those front or those who are already comfortable, please help your fellow colleagues in the school education system also, which is also clearly reflected in our National Education Policy 2020. So with these words, I think you continue learning. GADTLC is a place where we have quality programs. It's a sincere efforts that we do as a team with the help of many collaborating institutions. And you can also approach us if you have some new ideas where it will be helpful to other fellow colleagues. And what I will say is, those who are already here, continue the relationship with us, and those who have on the first time with JAD PLC, welcome and proud. And we wish that yes, we'll be taking this to a greater height in any area of teachers training at higher education or at school education with all your support. So once again, thank you Payal Mago ma'am for the opportunity, for Ravi Tuteja sir, entire team of coordinators and all my fellow colleagues. So all the best to all of you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Radhika from Khalsa College. And firstly, I would like to thank all the people who've been involved, starting from the organizers to the coordinators to the resource persons. And honestly, I would also like to thank all my fellow participants, because this 1 week wouldn't have been as easy as it was if it wouldn't have been for you guys. It has been tremendously amazing to, this is perhaps my first FTP after getting a permanent job, which I am doing offline. And I believe that I heard a lot of people say that, you know, online is always better. I'm going to be a little informal here. Sorry, excuse me if I'm, you know, not professionally correct, but I heard a lot of people say that online is always better, it's easier, and you get a lot of time because it's self-paced. But I think standing here and attending 1 week of FTP, I would deny that, and I would say that it's always better to be interactive and to have the resource people talk in front of you, to see everything being demonstrated in front of you, and also having a hands-on experience. So I think this FTP was a full package that gave us an experience which was perhaps lacking by most of us post-COVID primarily. And I would also make a special mention, because I'm a graduate from ANDC and I also did my PhD here, and now I'm in Khalsa College. So it seems to be a perfect amalgamation, because the organizers was ANDC and also in association with JAD TLC, and I've been closely associated with both of them. So thank you once again. It has been extremely amazing, and I'm taking back a lot of information, a lot of you know, techniques on how I would enhance my skills further, and also perhaps my students alike. So thanks once again, and I'm highly indebted. Thank you so much.
I would now request our guest of honor to please distribute the provisional certificates to the participants. If you would please.